You wake up to the distant sound of the city already alive, even before the sun fully reaches the tops of the buildings. New York never sleeps, and today is no different. It's 6:15 in the morning on what feels like a completely ordinary Tuesday. Your alarm barely has time to ring before you shut it off, still caught somewhere between sleep and responsibility. Your eyes burn slightly, your body feels heavier than it should, and for a brief second you consider staying in bed just a little longer. Just a few more minutes. But you can't. You already know that work is waiting, and being late is not something people tolerate at your office. High up inside one of the towers of the World Trade Center, you slowly sit up, placing your feet on the cold floor, and a subtle chill runs up your spine. Another day begins. Another normal day. At least that's what you tell yourself. Because you have absolutely no idea that this will be the last normal day of your life. Breakfast happens almost automatically, like a routine you've repeated too many times to notice anymore. You chew, but you barely taste anything. You look at the television, but nothing really registers. Morning news, traffic reports, financial updates. Nothing urgent, nothing alarming. Everything feels too calm, too predictable. And maybe that's exactly what makes it dangerous. You grab your things, check your pockets quickly, making sure you didn't forget anything important, and step outside your apartment. The morning air feels fresh, but it's already filled with that invisible pressure that pushes everyone forward. People walking fast, avoiding eye contact, holding coffee cups, checking their watches, locked inside routines that feel permanent. You merge into that flow without thinking. It's automatic probably, but take and plan out Noah's that that's it. Just like every other day, you enter the subway. The train car is crowded, suffocating, filled with that familiar mix of metal, sweat, cheap perfume, and exhaustion. No one speaks. No one really sees anyone. Everyone is isolated, even standing inches apart. You two are maybe thinking about work, maybe about something unresolved, maybe just trying to fully wake up. The train moves through the dark tunnels, a metallic noise echoing around you. Everything feels predictable, controlled, normal. Just another day. When you climb the station stairs, the morning light hits your eyes sharply. You squint for a second, and then you see them, the towers, massive, towering over everything else, dominating the skyline like they always have. They feel untouchable, permanent, almost indestructible. You've seen them thousands of times before, but today something feels slightly off. You can't explain it. You shake it off and keep walking. You enter the building just before 8:30. The lobby is wide, elegant, filled with well-dressed professionals moving with purpose. The sound of footsteps echoes across the marble floor. Everything feels structured, safe, controlled. You pass security, step into the elevator, and feel that familiar pressure in your stomach as the doors close. The ascent begins. 20, 40, 60. Your ears pop slightly. You swallow, you glance around. Serious faces, focused expressions, everyone lost in their own thoughts. No one speaks. No one imagines what's coming. When the doors open, you step out onto your floor. The office is already alive. Phones ringing, keyboards clicking, low conversations filling the space. You sit down, turn on your computer, organize a few papers. Everything is exactly as it should be. And for a few quiet minutes, the world remains intact. Until 8:46, the sound comes first. It doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound possible. A violent, overwhelming impact that feels completely out of place. The entire building shakes aggressively. This is not normal. This is something else. Something wrong. Something massive. You are thrown forward without warning. The floor vibrates beneath you. The walls groan. The ceiling feels like it might give way for a split second. Screams erupt instantly around you. Papers fly through the air. Glass shatters violently. Your brain freezes. You don't understand. No one understands it. For a few seconds, reality breaks. It feels like you've stepped into a nightmare. An accident? An explosion? None of this makes sense. You try to stand up. Your heart is racing uncontrollably. The sound in your ears is overwhelming. And then the smell hits you. Fuel. Smoke. Something burning intensely. Someone screams that a plane hit the building. The words echo, but they don't fully land. A plane? Here? That's impossible. It doesn't make sense. You run toward the window, and what you see destroys any attempt at logic. Fire. Massive fire. Thick black smoke pouring into the sky. Part of the structure is simply gone. You can feel heat even from this distance. People panic instantly. Some start crying. Others freeze completely, unable to move. Some try to call their families, but the lines are already failing. You try to think, you need to get out. You need to go down a cache. Now, you run toward the emergency stairwell along with dozens of others. The space is tight, suffocating. The movement is slow, too slow. People push. Some are injured. Others are in shock. You start going down one floor, then another, and another. The air begins to change. It gets hotter, heavier, harder to breathe. You start sweating. Your breathing becomes faster, more urgent. Every step feels harder than the last. You hear things that shouldn't exist. Metal bending, structures straining, distant screams echoing through the stairwell. Someone moving upward shouts that there's spire above. Another says the elevators are gone. You keep going. There is no other option. Every minute stretches endlessly. Your body is already tired. Your mind is starting to fracture. And then 903. Another impact. Stronger. More violent. The building reacts again. A second plane. Now there is no confusion, no doubt. This is an attack. Panic explodes completely. People scream louder. Some completely lose control. The descent becomes chaos. You try to focus, one step, then another. Just keep moving. Just survive. The heat increases. The air becomes nearly impossible to breathe. Smoke fills the lower levels. You cover your face with your shirt. It doesn't help. Your body starts failing. Dizziness, shortness of breath, suffocation creeping in. You think about stopping path on just for a second, but stopping means death. So you keep going. You pass firefighters going up. They move against the flow, determined, silent, focused. Some look at you. There's something in their eyes. They understand what's happening, and still they keep going up. You keep going down. Your legs burn. Your body begs you to stop, but fear pushes you forward. Finally, you see the exit. Light, air. You move faster. You get out, and you realize outside is worse. Much worse. Absolute chaos. People covered in white dust, moving like ghosts. Shall no definu un texto para anara. And still you keep walking because now surviving is all that's left.